Welcome back. Last time we saved one of my pictures from iPhoto to be used in our Bill of Rights webpage. Let's go ahead and pop that little puppy in. So I'm going to open up my text wrangler that I've got all ready for us. And let's think for a minute about the layout of that page. We have in our largest type, heading 1, the title, the Bill of Rights. And then we've got 10 amendments with subtitles and full text. I don't think it would be appropriate to take that picture and put it down into the amendments. I think it needs to be towards the top. So I'm thinking for now, I want to drop that down right under that heading 1. So let's go down and open up some space. Now, we're going to put in a tag to display an image. And that tag is IMG for image. Now, I haven't dwelt on this issue before, but a tag, you see, has different parts. Every tag has what's known as an element. In this case, it's IMG. It tells us broadly what that tag is supposed to do, but it doesn't necessarily give us all of the information. Now, on a line feed, there's not much information to add to that. I mean, you just want to have a little white space. But now with an image, there's quite a bit of information that we need to add. IMG by itself won't do a thing. So I need to add more information. IMG is the element. The additional information are the attributes. So here's our element, and the first attribute I'm going to put in is source. Where is the picture to be displayed? So we'll say source, src, equals, quote, spirit.jpg, end quote. Now, it is absolutely critical that you get the spelling right. If you're off at all, your picture won't display because you're telling the browser to show something else that probably doesn't even exist. Okay? So, let's end it. We'll come back and I'll show you at least one more attribute in a moment. But for right now, let's save this. And I'm going to save it as rights.htm. Oh, I see why it asked. Put it on the desktop. It's going to come back and tell us, do you want to replace? And yes, I do. Okay. So let's click on our web page. Oh, look at that. We've got our picture, but it is absolutely huge. What happened to the Bill of Rights? We've kind of lost it below this humongous photograph. So what we need to do, let's close our browser window. We need to come back and tell it to shrink down the size. So I'm going to first of all change the size of our text so we can all read it. There we go. And I'm going to use the width command, the width attribute, to tell it how much I want to shrink or enlarge that image. And we better shrink it. I'm going to start by saying shrink it down to only 10% of its original self. Now, you might be thinking, I need to set the length, and I can. And if I want to do that, I would say length equals 10% as well. Whoops. There we go. Now, I can put both of those attributes in, width and length, but I don't have to. If I have them both, I have to be very careful. I could make something look taller than it is or fatter than it is. And we're talking about people, they may not like that. So, we always want to shrink our images in proportion. If I were to say, bring my width to 10% and not mention the length, the web browser will do it for me. So I'm going to take length out. Let's save it again. And then let's load our page. Now 10% is too small. Let's change it to say 25. Okay. I didn't see a whole lot of change there between 25 and 10. Perhaps I didn't save it. I thought I'd sneak a Command S or Control S save in, but let's, I don't want to do a save as. And I haven't changed anything, so that tells me I did save it. Let's go to 50%. I don't think that's going to be enough, but let's find out. There's 50%. By gosh, I think that looks pretty good. So we'll save that at 50%, but I'd kind of like to see a little bit of border. Notice how the white on some of those clouds just kind of blends in with the white of our background right now. Let's go back. I'm going to click on that window for Text Wrangler, and I'm going to add one more attribute, border. I'm going to say that border equals 1. Border equals 1. And let's save that. Okay. Now let's come back to our browser window, and we need to reload the page to see the change. Now I don't know if you've noticed, but there's a very thin black frame or line border, if you will, going all the way around our image. And it makes it just a nice, clean break. We could specify a larger size, maybe a border of 2 or 3, and that line will increase. But I like a border of 1, just a fine break between my image and the background. That's all for now. Come back and we'll start on some more HTML. See you now.